with the educated opinion on topics of all varieties. Yo, it's your boy Bubba, and you are listening to Bubba's Banter. Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your motherfucking boy. I ain't gotta say no names, right? But I am anyways. It's your boy Bubba, and you are listening to Bubba's Banter. Yes, I'm acting crazy, but y'all know what it is. Hey, is y'all living well or feeling good, living good, whatever it is. That's my tag, but I be fucking it up. I be fucking my tag up. I don't know why I be fucking my tag up sometimes, because I get so anxious when I get ready to do a show. I don't know why. It's either when I'm with people or when I'm not when I'm by myself. Like, you guys do not understand what some podcasters go through. Sometimes when we're like recording by ourselves, we fucking record like record over and over and over, because we fucking up on the first take. Like, I remember when I first started podcasting, I recorded my first episode like 17 times. And a lot of people do not know this, but I recorded this shit 17 times because I just did not get it right. Like, oh my God, it was just horrible. And I'm very about, like, because I think what a lot of people don't understand about podcasters is that when we're doing podcasting, like, we got to put the energy out there. Like, we got to put the energy out there and make sure the energy is good. Like, you got to have good energy when you're podcasting, because that's what gets your listeners to want to keep coming back, because you got good energy. You feel me? Good energy. Anyways, I hope you guys are living well, feeling well. I'm doing good, thriving and surviving. I had a good week, kind of, sort of, but hectic. I'm so happy that you guys listen to my solo dolo. So y'all know what this is tonight, right? This is the season finale of season 4 of Bubba's Banter. It's time to take that break, y'all, and come back with season 5, bigger and better, right? So, man, I have a lot to talk about tonight. And, before I get started, because I was getting ready to just like go right off and start talking to y'all, let me fix my motherfucking. So I got a ring light, y'all. I got a new ring light because the other one broke. Yes, motherfucker. I had just bought that shit like last month. I'm gonna still keep it though. I'm gonna just get some Gorilla Glue and glue it on back together, because what I'm not gonna do is waste my $30. Okay, I'm just gonna have 2 ring lights, but I got a new ring light right now, and this one's actually better. But I want to tighten it up so it won't keep slipping down the show, and I'll be looking all unprofessional and shit like that, because we don't do that. But anyways, before I start the show and tell y'all what we're gonna talk about tonight, you already know what it is, right? Follow me at Bubba's Banter Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. Also, follow and like my page, my Facebook page, which is Bubba's Banter. I don't know why I thought about that. Oh my God, yes. And y'all know what I'm about to say, right? Yeah, I know what I'm about to say. Go get them bearskin underwear. They're designed with the big boy in mind, okay? They just dropped a new orange Grove brunch backwoods. Yes, that's me in the photos. That's me looking all fine and fat and juicy and sexy, okay? That's me in the photos. So go ahead and get those underwear. If you use my promo code Bubba, you will get 15% off in your order, all right? But y'all know what it is, right? So I told y'all about a couple weeks ago about I wanted to get y'all to talk to me, because I wanted to talk about what grinds your gears. What grinds your gears? So tonight we're going to do that episode about what grinds your gears. And so I couldn't do this episode by myself. I had to bring somebody along, and I know this person who always ranting with me and talking with me and doing things. I'm gonna go ahead and bring him in. I ain't gonna say his name. I'm just gonna bring him in because y'all know who it is. What's good, bro?
Yo. You already know who it is. Mr. Hear Me Out here. What's going on, bro?
Yes,
how you living?
I am feeling good. Living good. See how I just said I fucked up my punchlines?
Living good, feeling great.
Yeah, see how I living good, feeling like, bro, I can't thriving and surviving. There we go.
I like that one, actually.
I'm always messing up my tagline. I cannot help it. That's one of the things I want to work on for next season. So I've written down a list of things that I want to work on. And one of the things that I need to work on is the ums and like. I say that shit so much. And I think because I say it so much in my real life that I'm always wanting to say it on the show. And I know people get tired of hearing that in between sentences when I'm like doing a show. So like that's like my number one. Number two, I be late to doing my show sometimes. And I need to be more punctual with time, because time is money and I be having like a hectic schedule. Okay. 3, better at promoting. Even though I promote as well, I need to start promoting outside of social media. So like I need to start hitting flyers out in the street, going to coffee shops, handing out cards, stuff like that. Stuff like that. But those are my top 3 that I need to work on for next season.
I love that. I love what am I trying to say? Self-criticism. Because if you don't know, how are you going to better yourself? Like, people can tell us all the things, but if you don't dive into your own craft and be like, "Oh, I hate that." So if I know I hate it, I know somebody else does.
Exactly.
So let's just clean it up a little bit, you know?
Exactly. And then being like, I'm a real podcaster. So I'm a podcaster that listen to podcasts. I just don't do my own. I listen to other podcasts. And so when I hear a podcast and they say and like the whole time, or they got these long motherfucking winded pauses, I'll be like, girl, now you know you should have edited that. Like, come on, like, girl, you know that's a long winded motherfucking pause. Like, let's fix that, you know. But yeah, like right now, right?
I was literally thinking, I was like, "Oh, do I jump in? Say something?" I counted to 2, and I was like, "Okay, 3. We're still."
Here you go. Right. But nah, y'all. So today, I brought Marco along because I really wanted to talk about what grinds your gears. And I know me and Marco sit up here and we do rants with Bubba, rants with Marco. And I was like, I know me and Marco got some shit, and I was like, I need to bring him on so we can talk about it. So I really just want to talk about this because I know like a lot of y'all out there have it. I know I just said that, but I know y'all have them. And so I just want to banter with y'all about it. So a few of my pet peeves, I will say. Number 1, touching me without consent. I do not like it. Talking over me when I'm trying to have, like, I'm telling a story and you're talking over me. Why? And when someone is like always finding a way to find an excuse to be mad or create chaos, hate it. And people who do not follow directions, and I'll explain that one later. People who do not follow directions irritate me. What about you, bro? What you got?
So let me tell you, my top pet peeve. So I hate long text messages. Ooh. This ain't no Bible verse. This ain't no dictionary. This ain't no encyclopedia. If you took the time out to text all this, just call me. Let's set the time aside to talk about it. Because more than likely, I'm going to read the first sentence and I'm going to read the last sentence and I'm going to make my own narrative up.
Exactly.
In the chat. So that's number 1. Number 2 would be people that communicate to talk versus communicate to understand. Don't do that, because now we're just having a circle. We'll get to it because that really pisses me off. And then I hate passive aggressive people. Because you could just say what you have to say. You don't have to be malicious and try to piss me off, and like, just say it.
It's only gonna piss me off more if you just hold it in.
And then when I become the bad guy, it's a problem.
But yeah, there's a lot of like pet peeves out in the world, like common pet peeves in the world that like irritate me. And I was kind of like, man, I wanted to talk about some of the common things. Like, okay, recently with podcasting, I've been doing a lot of research about podcasting and just been thinking about stuff. And like, I was like, man, there are certain podcasts that I don't like. I've gotten to this point where I feel like a lot of podcasters, like the podcasts that I do not like, that's where I'm trying to go. The podcasts that I do not like, and it's a pet peeve of mine, is these relationship podcasts. They're getting on my motherfucking nerves. Like all day, every day, you're sitting up on the internet, like talking about, oh, well, the woman should be doing the XYZ, like gender roles. That's what I'm trying to get at. Gender roles. The gender rolling type of podcast where people are talking about this and this and that, and what a woman's supposed to be, what a man's supposed to be, blah, 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 blah. It's like, you guys spend so much time talking about something and arguing about something, and there's no solution-based content that you have in the podcast. Like,
get into it.
Where's the resolution at? You just gonna sit here and argue for fucking 30 minutes or to an hour? Like, that's all you're gonna do? I don't.
Sometimes 2 hours. They be
2 hours arguing about relationships and like the man and the woman. Like, it's just so weird. Like, and there's some relationship podcasts where I do like the conversation, and I feel like the way they break it down and the way they dissect, certain roles of what it is to be a man or certain roles to be a woman, whatever. I'm just glad I ain't gotta deal with that as a gay man. Like, I mean, we deal with that to a degree, but like that shit for straight folks is like in their face all day, every day. And I'm like, I would probably commit suicide at some point because or be a single man like forever because like I just wouldn't want to deal with shit like that. Like that just seemed like it's too much to deal with. But that's something that I feel like there are certain common annoyances that I feel like I've been noticing with podcasting recently. Is just like, this is all y'all talk about. Like the mainstream people out there, it's just fuckhead, like viral shock value shit. It's no like thought process. It's about what's going on. There's no solution based podcast. Like no one's really just talking about the end results that could work or something like that. And it just frustrates me.
I like what you said there. Solution based podcast.
Yeah.
I want to highlight that because everybody think that we have mics, we can create a show, we have a voice, we can do this, we can do that, we can talk about trending topics or whatever, but what's the solution?
Yes.
So yes, I have noticed that. I don't know where this like recently started happening, but there are a lot of podcasts now that are just focused on relationships and the do's, the don'ts, and why are you doing this and why can't he do that, and I used to do this, and I've been like, okay,
yeah,
I'm a firm. I don't got to put all my business on the internet. Like if whatever you do over there with whoever you do
is what you do.
And my thing is, what I do with one person, it probably is not going to translate to the next person.
Exactly.
If it works, it works. Okay. If we have an agreement, we can talk about it. Okay. Whatever the case may be. But like, I'll be damned if I sit here and say, I want this in every single relationship. And I'm talking about deeper things than like, what do they be talking about? Like, well, actually, one of the most popular things now on Instagram that I have seen is like, oh, well, if my man cheat, I'm not leaving him. And girl, you need to shut the fuck up because he was mine first. Oh, okay. But you didn't have to say that. You could have just shut the fuck up and just been a happy, right?
About your day.
So, like, there's no
Continue
end solution. Like, because now it's bullying to me as a viewer. It's bullying. Like, oh, well, girl, you didn't even have to do that. She did it.
She did it, and you allowed
but
it.
Also, you didn't have to do that.
Okay.
Like, if y'all got an agreement, I mean, because we was talking about Beyonce, Becky with the long hair, good hair, whatever.
Listen.
They made money off of it. Now, if you're making money off of it, tell your story, but don't tell your tea. You see what I did there? You can tell your story, but don't tell your tea. So yeah. I definitely agree with you with that.
There's another common one that just irritates me, and I was going to hold off on this, but I was thinking about it as I was looking at the outline today, and just what I've been going through recently is like badass kids, like and bad parents. Like, I'm sorry, I know there's no way to parent, and I think parenting is hard as fuck. I'm not a parent, but like the shit that I be seeing every day, like the shit I be seeing with some of these kids, and the way some of these kids live today is just, and I know we was bad to as fuck when we was kids and teenagers and shit.
We?
Yeah, you was bad, girl.
I speak English, not French.
You was bad. You was bad, girl. We was friends. We was homies back in high school. I've been around you, girl. Yeah, look at you. I mean, right. I know you, and I know we adults now, but I know you from the adolescence years. Look, okay.
But back in the day when we was young, I'm not a kid anymore.
Anyways,
that's nigga.
But let's get into some of our pet peeves and why it bothers us, and just break it down for the folks. I'll start with my first one, which is touching me without consent. I feel like people, for some odd ass reason, especially here in the Pacific Northwest, because I think it's a Pacific Northwest thing, because I'm very proximity to like whiteness and white folks here, and that's just kind of what it is. But for some reason, people feel like they can just touch you without even saying, "Oh, hey," like, you know, like get your attention. Like, it's one thing to get my attention, and like if you're trying to cut through or something, you know. But like, it's another thing when you just randomly walk up to me and rub on my arm, and I don't know you. Like, you're trying to have a conversation with me. Like, there was a night I was out at the bar with my friends just chilling. We was at the bar chilling, and this dude randomly walks up, and I got a cut off shirt on, so arms is out, you know, whatever. And he walks up and he rubs my arm. He goes, "Hey, how's it going?"
I'm sorry, that made me chill too. I'm like, bro. No.
And I looked at him like, bitch, like, what the fuck? Like, and I was like trying so hard to hold back, because I did hold back. My friends were there, and they kind of like laughed laughed at me and I was like, y'all don't understand that y'all was gonna have to like get me because I was gonna hit him. But then like, this is my home bar. I like going to this bar. So I was like, I don't want to beat nobody up in the bar that I go to regularly and they know me by name and they know who I am. I know the manager and all this shit. Let the situation go. But it's just one of those things that frustrates me with people when for some reason they think they can touch you. Like, I don't know you. And it doesn't matter if you're attracted to me or not. You don't have to touch somebody to tell them that they're sexy. Hey, I just want to let you know that you're a very attractive man. I like your arms. I like whatever. You know, cool. Shake my hand first before you touch on my arms, motherfucker. Before you grow up my muscles, motherfucker. Shake my hand. Like.
I have a problem with that too. So I'm a dancer. I go out to bars to enjoy music, have a few drinks, and just dance. Not necessarily dance with people because I'm not in, well, I don't want to say like that age bracket anymore, but I'm not in that space anymore just to be dancing with random people.
Yeah. I
create my own vibe. I can do my little two-step, you know, Dougie, you know, Beyonce, come on. I might give you a little fake Vogue, whatever the case may be. I'm going to do me.
And you always been that way.
But
I know that about you. That's why I said adolescence.
But don't come up behind me like, and I even might give you a little twerk. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, not a person, but like, if a good ass twerk song come on,
that ass gonna bounce. That ass gonna bounce.
That is not an invitation for you to come behind me and back it up. Like, cool, hypothetically speaking, I'm sure if we went to the club and both of our songs came on and we was vibing, I'm not gonna dance on you in a sexual way, like I'm trying to hit on you, but y'all know the difference between a friend dance and like, oh, that nigga look good. Right. I'm trying to feel what that booty
right, feel like.
Like, you can do a little friend dance, we can do a little two-step, like if Whitney Houston, I want to dance with somebody came on, we can do a little two-step. Like, It's cool. I still feel safe, but the grabbing on the butt, the grabbing on the chest, the arms, y'all got to get consent first.
Got to get consent.
Because honestly, like, I hate to bring it here, but like, somebody can be traumatized for touching an area where, you know, that they're traumatized from and you might not know. And then if I spaz out, I'm the bad guy, but you also violated me.
Right.
You don't know why you violated me.
You can't blame it on alcohol. Like, that's what they be trying to do too, though.
If I'm touched in a different spot that I did not consent, or if it's not a friend of mine, the liquor comes down and my attitude goes up.
Up. If it's up, then it's up. For real.
If it's up, then it's up. Then it's no, for real. Like that, and I don't know, like even like, and not even making this a gay thing, but like also with women at the straight club, like just because I'm twerking, I don't want you behind me.
Right. Don't touch me, girl. You don't get that privilege.
Like, and even like vice versa. I'm not even about to do that whole thing like, oh, you gay, so you can dance with any female in here. No, I respect women.
Right.
So like, I might even come up to you and be like, oh girl, you getting it. Like now, if she want to come to me and we grinding and stuff, you got about a good 15, 20 seconds.
Okay. 15, 20. And I'm going to turn around.
Let's get it out. Hello? Like, we good. Like we had a little moment. Like we good. You cute. Oh, give me your Instagram. Right. I want to turn up with y'all. But like, I definitely agree with you with that.
What's that part of Missy Elliott's song? She goes, "You should like." I can't say it, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna turn around.
That's my ring. Yeah. If you got a big ass, let me search it.
I'm gonna turn the fuck around. But anyways, okay. Give me one of your pet peeves. Like, what? Let's talk about one of yours.
So I ain't saying very big. I'm big on communication, but I'm starting to get very bigger on it. It's still a learning stage for me, but I hate long text messages because text messages, when it comes to people's emotions, tones, delivery, it can get mixed up in the gray area. How you meant it is probably not how I accepted it. How I accepted is probably not how you meant it.
Yeah.
I prefer, let's just talk about it. And again, I'm not an angel on this. Like sometimes I do send like long text messages and I'll be like, we probably could have had a conversation about this. And even after that, I'll be like, we can talk about this if you want. Or if you want space, we can do that too. Like whatever, like let's create the moment for us. Like let's not do this whole middle-aged texting back and forth and trying to come to a conclusion because you might be angry on that end. And then on my end, I'm like, oh, okay, so it's cool on my end. like we're good. But like let's talk to understand.
Yeah.
But let's not talk just to talk and communicate. Like let's get to an end goal. Let's express our feelings. This is from the first episode that I have been on this show. I've been through a lot of therapy. I've not always been like this. But exactly. Like, because I used to just, you got me fucked up. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that anymore.
And I low-key still be like that. When I get mad, that phone pop out. If I'm at the bar and my phone my head in the phone, I'm cussing somebody out. You see my fingers go, like, I remember I was with my mother, my gay mother, and I was in the bar with her, and I had just broken off with the dude that I recently was talking to, and I was just motherfucker going in, like just in there texting, and she grabbed my phone, put it down. She's like, "No, not tonight. Don't do that."
I love her.
Not tonight.
I love her.
She's like, "It is not that serious. You were around friends. Get you some drinks. Go out here and let's go have fun. You're not going to be doing all this."
Let me give you a word of advice. I have done that before. Okay. No, let me bring it back. I have been in the club before and I've been texting. Instead of texting that individual when I'm when I'm upset, but I'm supposed to be having a great time, I send it to the group chat.
Yeah.
Like the safe group chat.
Yeah.
And then it'd be long. And all of them would be like, Marco, what's going on? And I would be like, nothing. I will explain later.
Yeah.
It will make me feel good because I got it out of my system, not to that person. So then tomorrow when I'm not under the influence, I can go back, read it, and like really dissect and understand like, okay, so all this is still valid, but you were angry. So let it sink in and like, let's have this conversation with that person. So that's my word of advice. If you got a safe group chat or whatever, hey, it's going down. Even like some of my group chats, we got certain emojis. Like they already know. Like if I send a smoke signal, you know I'm angry and you might not understand what's about to go on. But just know, like, okay, well, he'll talk about it later.
Right.
So
another pet peeve of mine is people who do not follow directions.
Why is that one?
Let me break this down because I gotta go to the listener submissions before we even really talk about a lot of shit. The reason why it's one, it's not that I'm saying you have to follow directions per se, like you have to follow everything black and white, like say to the T or whatever. But like when someone is giving you simple directions to do something, why is it so hard to do it? Why?
I don't know why this is so funny, but
why is it so like, bro? I be like, motherfucker, why are you driving 15 miles down the motherfucking runway or down the runway to the ramp? You driving 15 when it says 25 to catch up with traffic. So you just want us to die, huh? You just wanted to get a car accident, huh? That's the reason why.
I know what you mean. Like,
and it's always some grandma. It gotta be a grandma to do it. It's a grandma most of the times.
I feel you though, because when you're on the ramp of the freeway, don't slow down to speed up with traffic. You gotta speed up to get with the traffic.
Speed up to get with traffic. Once you make that decision, I think that's what happens. Because a lot of people hate driving on the freeway, what I noticed. Because even me, for a long time, I hate driving on the freeway. But like, I think when motherfuckers get on that freeway and they get halfway down that ramp, they're like, oh, fuck. I'm getting on the motherfucking freeway. And so they start slowing down and not realizing, like, you got to speed the fuck up in order to catch up with traffic. Because if you don't do that, you're going to cause an accident, babe. Or motherfuckers who turn out into traffic when there's already cars coming. Why are you turning out into traffic and going slow and there's cars already driving at a certain pace? Why not just wait until there's no cars if that's the case? Because like, girl.
So fun fact, you probably don't know this. I hate driving in Portland.
Why?
I hate it because the traffic is horrible.
Yeah.
The freeways are horrible. And then I also hate driving in DC because these niggas drive fast. And DC got all these make a left, go straight, make a right, but then also you can make this right. I'm like, okay, girl, like I'm confused. I'm still trying to turn up to Beyonce. I got my friends in the back that's really trying to get to the club. Like, I probably should not be driving right now. And then there's a trooper right there. And then I got the person in the passenger seat, like, you were supposed to make this right. All right. Like, it'd be a lot going on, especially in major cities. I just got comfortable driving in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like,
I heard Atlanta's driving is bad. I heard traffic is bad out there. Like Portland
is bad.
Go ahead.
But you really like have to, like in Atlanta, for me, you have to learn how to bob and weave. And y'all, please look, let me tell y'all, I am not the best driver. I am not a NASCAR driver. I'm not a police trooper. I am not any of that. But I'm just saying, as we said before, you just got to keep up with the flow of the traffic. Yeah. And I know for Atlanta, you got to bob, you got to coast, you got to bob again. You got to coast, you got to bob again. And you just have to get your way through that. Yeah. Atlanta stresses me out sometimes. It's concerts? No. I'm Ubering.
Yeah, I Uber, catch the subway or whatever, but I'm not doing Portland is the only place that I'm willing to drive. Like even Seattle, like I remember I was in Seattle driving and I was like, I'm never driving up here. It's always
when you come here, you driving.
Nope. Nope, nigga, no. No, I'm not.
You like, Marco, the Uber's outside. I don't know why you got your keys.
But there's another thing too. There's another thing that I hate about when people don't follow directions is, I talked about this before, but I'm gonna do it again. I hate when people get on the apps, like Sniffies. There's this app called Sniffies. It has like these little locations and shit where you can find people. Don't do that, look. So I be getting on Sniffy sometimes, and I'll put an ad.
Have you?
Yeah, and I'll be like, hey, I'm looking for XYZ. I'm looking for a 30 plus or 38-year-old plus because I like daddies. I'm looking for blah, 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 big guy, whatever. I get 18-year-olds. I get 30, like, and I'm like, bro, did y'all not read the motherfucking ad? The ad literally says, I'm looking for 38 plus, XYZ size, blah, blah, blah. Why the fuck are you messaging me? Do you think that you sending me a booty pic is going to make me like, ooh, look at that booty, let me fuck? No, I'm looking for why are you not like, it's so weird to me because I've seen people say I'm looking for a twink with XYZ. And they got a nice dick. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you should fuck me instead, bro, because you got, or let me suck your dick, bro, because blah 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 blah. No, I know for a fact that this is exactly what they're looking for. I'm not gonna message them and just get my feelings hurt. Shoot your shot, shoot your shot, but shoot it with the risk of getting a message deleted quickly.
Have you ever had a young daddy?
I'm never going to have one. That's
not what I asked. Have you ever had a young daddy?
Okay, well, I'll answer it this way. No, and I'm never going to have.
So, like, I mean, I guess, like, I'm exposed to a lot of different things here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So, like, young daddies are a thing here.
Yeah, they're
like,
a thing.
I'm not saying like it's a popular thing, but it like there's a community for young daddies.
Yeah,
where like older men, they want to be like submissive, and then like a younger person.
I know something
be
about,
like,
I know something about, but I'll never participate in that.
Oh, just that ass. All right, never mind.
You'd never be a young daddy for me. I'm good. Like, no, thank you.
Okay, but you particularly say like 30, or for example, hypothetically speaking, like 35 and older daddy vibes.
Yeah, I mean, I go more 38, almost 40, like 50s.
Oh,
I don't go.
Yeah. Real. You can be my daddy if you want to type of vibe.
Yeah, like.
Gotcha. All right.
Like, yeah. I like daddies. Like, not daddies. Like.
You don't want your daddy to be like the daddy like on the weekend and then she a girl during the week.
Okay, no thank you. No thank you. Like like that's just weird. Like it is, and I'm trying not to judge nobody's thing because I do think I think there's younger guys out there who can be daddies. And speaking of it, I think there's a lot of younger, like even me, like I'm 35, just turned 35, and a lot of guys, they kind of want that from me. I got a younger dude, he's like 24, and he be hitting me all the time, and like I told him like I'm not interested, but we could be cool, and he was like, well, I just want to find like a daddy, like somebody to take like to like push me and shit, and I was like, oh, okay, but that's kind of weird for me, but whatever. Like I'll socialize with you, and we were talking, and I haven't talked to him in a few months, and I seen him on Grindr, and because he messaged me, and I was like, oh, what's up? I was like, damn, dude, you got beefy as fuck. Like, I'm proud of you. And he was like, oh my God, that just made me so hard. And I was like, oh my God, no. What did I just do? Like, I got myself into to something that I did not want to do.
Bubba, you might be a daddy.
I mean, I got daddy energy. A lot of older guys tell me that too. They're like, you got daddy energy. Like, I don't know why you don't harness it.
No, I'm not going to ask you because we can go in a rabbit hole. Go ahead.
Yeah, we can go in a rabbit hole. But yeah, like that's one of the things that I think about when it comes to follow directions. Like people just don't follow directions for nothing in the world. Mm-hmm. Even like with my job, motherfuckers don't pay attention and listen. And then when they get mad, like TSA is so mean, they're always yelling at us. And I'm like, motherfucker, you don't listen.
I literally yelled across the airport, take your shoes, take your laptop, take your phone, take your charger, take your watch, take your belt off, put it in the container and walk through the thing. Do I have to take my shoes off?
Bro, you get it. You get it. Oh my God.
But I also travel a lot. So like
the fact that you get it, the fact that you get it makes me just want to hug you so bad right now. Because
as soon as the nigga at the booth check my ID or passport, because you know I'm an international nigga. I'm literally I actually go to the airport with slides on purpose because I'm taking my shoes off and like I'm sweatpants, hoodie, no jewelry, no nothing. All that is in my backpack. So then, if I get to the airport 3 hours before my flight, I like to get off my flight ready to turn up. So I already got an outfit in my carry-on bag. And I went to the bathroom real quick. I'm about to go change. What are you changing for? Mind your business.
Okay.
As soon as I land, I'm going straight to the bar.
Okay.
But I get you. I've been there before.
Dude, that makes so much sense, bro. I'm so happy that you're that type of passenger because it's rare. Like I literally had a person. I was like, hey, in this line, nothing's coming out of your bags. All you're gonna do is put your bags in the bins, take your shoes off, jackets off, belts off, make sure your pockets are 100% empty, please. What about laptops? Like, bro, I just told you that nothing is coming out of your bags. And then they're like, well, in Albuquerque, you had to. I'm like, that's cool that happened in Albuquerque, but like at this moment, in this time frame, I'm literally telling you to not take anything out. And then they get all mad because I'm being sarcastic, and it's like, well, girl, do you want me to be angry or do you want to be sarcastic? Like, choose wisely. Like, oh,
the simple fact. Oh, speaking of airports, that fucking irritates me. And then we can move on. It's the part where we land, where the flight attendant says, "Everybody at the front, stand up. We're going to go row by row." Why does the whole plane stand up?
Because they be ready to get the fuck off that bitch.
But they do it because it's order. It will make things flow a little bit more if we just go by row by row. If you in row 29, there is no point for you standing up because row 20 has not even gotten off yet.
Right. I see people doing it all the time and I get mad myself when I'm on a plane. I'm like sitting around looking at everybody. Like I love that motherfucking meme where video where Just Hilarious is like, where the fuck y'all going? where the fuck y'all going?
But this is why I always pick a window seat and I sit until it's my row. I just be like, all right, I landed. Where's the nearest bar?
Yeah, just sit and chill. But anyways, I want to read some of the listeners. What grinds my gears? They sent me some. So I'm gonna read some of them. I got about 6 of them, and I don't know if I'm gonna do all 6. I'm gonna just pick I'll randomly pick 3 or 4.
Okay.
Can you hear my neighbors vacuuming? Mm-mm. Okay. So listeners, I need to hear them give me a studio because I'm like, bitch, y'all really want to start vacuuming right now? Like, anyways.
That's another pet peeve of his.
Just ghetto, bitch.
Because I know y'all hear me having conversations right now.
Yeah, like these neighbors right here though, they sound like it's a motherfucking tribe up there most of the time. So I'm kind of surprised right now. But the first one is, what grinds my gears? How do we as black people think being in proximity of white gay men is the gold standard? I talked about this on my last show.
Wait, what?
Yes. What grinds my gears is that how we as black men think that being in proximity of white gay men is the gold standard. And there's a lot of gay black men who do this. And especially here in the Pacific Northwest, I see it like the closest that I see it is here in Portland, Oregon, and you see it with a lot of black men now, and not just black men, most men of color here. They really get with white men and think that they made it. Like, mama, I made it. Mama, I made it. That's how they act.
Who going first? You going first, me? Because I mean,
we could just banter on it back and forth. It doesn't necessarily.
Please, because listener, I understand what you're saying. And listener, you might have not listened to any of our episodes, but I'm from Portland, Oregon. So I grew up in the white culture. I did not grow up in the white gay culture. I grew up in the black culture. I moved to the East Coast, lived in DC and all that good stuff. I currently live in Atlanta. That is not a thing for me and the group of friends that I hang out with. Not saying that we are racist or anything, but I don't see where I can allow myself to be free in white spaces. Now, to say that, I don't know how one comes to a pedestal and says, like, I'm comfortable in this space when it's majority white people, because I just don't understand. I've never had the conversation.
I can break that down.
Quite frankly, I'm not interested. I mean, well, with you, I'm interested on knowing. Like, you know me, like, I'm pro-black, I'm black love and all this, so I don't know how they understand that. So help me understand, because this is going to be a learning conversation.
I think that a lot of black men who submerge themselves in white spaces, they tend to be very ashamed of who they were. I think that they deviate away from their culture, for one, is because of some type of traumatic response to dealing with their own folks at some point in some part of their lives. I know this by experience because there was a black gay man who tried to out me, and when I came out, I didn't hang out with a lot of gay black men. Like, I know this for a fact, from experience, lived experience. And I did it unconsciously so hard. That's the thing, because I was still hooking up with black dudes on the low, but like, I wasn't hanging out with black gay men in spaces. And I mean, we don't have that here in Portland, Oregon. We don't have a lot of black gay spaces, but I wasn't hanging out with a lot of gay black men, you know. And I think a lot of black men, they think that they want to get in proximity to whiteness because they think that's where they're going to win. It's just like how straight black men get with white women because it's deemed that white women have good credit or better credit or this or that. Like, a lot of black men, gay black men who do this is because they see white people as a way out of the hood, a way out of struggle, the way out of, I can go further on and on and on about this and really break it down, because there are some black men out there who chase after white people for that. You know, they feel more comfortable in that proximity of whiteness, and they feel like they belong. You know, status is everything to some, and especially with gay men. This is everything for gay guys. Status means a lot. And the fact that I have status and I can be in this group of people and have status. I can be King BBC. I can be big booty bitch. Like, I can be this in this place and get everything that I want. But if I'm with my people, I'm just average. That's how some of these people think, though.
And again, like, listeners and Bubba, so I don't know if, like,
it's not a Pacific Northwest thing, though.
No, I understand that, and I'm trying to find the words to, like, explain it to people, like, to get in my head, because I'm Mr. Hear Me Out. But, like, I never understood that. I never want to be accepted by a culture that don't accept me and my culture. Yeah. Like, I would never date, marry, anything like that outside of Black, African American. Like, I can do men of color, I can do all that, but I'm not doing it. I don't have the stress level. I don't have the capacity. I don't have that mentality to understand what it's like to go to Thanksgiving when it's all white people. Yeah. I just don't, and I don't want to do that.
Hold that thought, though. The issue, what I was saying is they deviate away from their culture because they're looking for the status. They're looking for what's going to get them out of the hood. And when I say get them out of the hood, I'm just using that as a hypothetical type of situation, because I think that, again, status means a lot to a lot of people. And you see, when I say they deviate out their culture, they're not trying to go into one culture to be accepted. They're changing who they are. They start, and I'm not saying talking proper is white, but they change the way they talk, the way they use words. They don't talk in slang or AAVE, or, you know, they don't go to cookouts or they don't do none of those things. You know what I mean?
It's a get out moment. That's how I think.
That's a get out.
It's a get out moment because I don't feel like if
purposely get out moment. No one's changing them. They're programming themselves to be like these people so they can fit in and there's certain black people, like I'm talking about, I've watched people change the way they look, their body, their hair texture, like all of it, because the traumatic moment that they had with their own people, and that's valid in its own instance. That sometimes validate my issue, my trauma that I went through. Someone tried to out me, and you probably know who it is. I ain't gonna tell you online, but I'll tell you when we off. Try to out me, and like it was a way of me not hanging out with my people for a while. But then, like one day, I was like, I don't have nobody that look like me around me. Like this is kind of weird. Like I found myself, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And like, it's not that I don't like people, black folks or black gay friends, but I didn't have any gay black friends, and that was just weird to me. And so, yeah,
go ahead. Oh, I'm gonna tell you. Oh, well, go ahead. What we're doing? I'm gonna tell you, if I would never left our home state and city, I think I would have
been going to straight clubs,
committed suicide,
going to straight clubs my entire life, because that's what a lot of black gay men. Oh, bitch! Oh, I cannot wait.
Because what? Like, I refuse to be a part of that community that only wants to date white, to change myself, to do this, to do that. Like, I'm not as black as they get, but you know, like,
you black and black though,
right? Like, and there are some words that you might hear, even like, "Oh, you sound real proper when you say that."
Yeah.
Like, even proper. Like, yes, I do. Oh, where are you originally from? Well, I'm originally from Portland, Oregon, but the East Coast made me who I am.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, "Oh, so you didn't grow up there?" I was like, no, I did grow up there, but as my adult life, 20 and above, I did not gain anything. I did not lose anything from Portland.
Yeah.
Like, it's still embedded in me, but like, all I know is the East Coast.
All right.
And that comes with the black gay culture, that comes with black culture, that comes with learning all the things and the experiences that I have been through. Now, granted, if I would not have moved to the East Coast, I don't know what the fuck my life would be like. I might have a different perspective of never dating black men.
Right.
But I know deep down inside within me, I would have been heartbroken because it's just not on the radar.
Right. I want to read two last ones because I don't know which ones I want to do. Okay. Why do gay men give passes to other gay men because they look pretty? Let me say that again. Why do gay men give passes to other gay men because they look pretty? Because pretty privilege is a real thing.
It is.
Like it really is though. It's a big, like, pretty privilege. Oh my God. I wish, and I want to be short on this because I feel like, I don't know, I think we got enough time. I feel like pretty privilege is something that plagues the gay community because I feel like a lot of people get treated a certain way due to the fact that they look a certain way, and that's where it's sad. Like, I'm not saying you got to be my bestest friend. I'm not saying you got to suck my dick or eat my ass or whatever, or let me fuck, but like, kind of give me some common courtesy as another gay person. You don't have to be mean to me. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be a mean girl. And the gay community has a lot of mean girls, and not just white, but like, there's a lot of mean girls in the gay community. And just like, it's like, do I need to beat your ass? Because I'm a physical person. I don't like to use my words all the time. And that's what people don't understand. And at my adult age, I've learned that I cannot risk being physical all the time. And that's the only reason why I use my words more now, because I got shit going on and I don't want to mess anything up or potentially get myself in trouble or potentially put myself in setbacks because of me getting physical and being frustrated. So it's just like, I just want people to be more courteous and have some type of understanding of how they treat people. Because I mean, even me, like, sometimes I'll be clowning on people sometimes and realizing like, man, they don't have the same means that I got. So that's probably why. Or they don't, and I'm not saying like,
but that's humor.
Yeah. Like, if you don't have a sense of style, like, girl, you have a sense of style. Like, I'm just cracking a joke on it, and that's just me being funny. But at the same time, sometimes I know how far to go, because like, I know I can fucking go on a roll about some people, and you too, girl, because we've done it together. So you don't get too quiet now.
No, I was just letting you finish because I have a lot to say. So, pretty privilege is a thing. Truth be told, so last December I grew my beard out, and this is, you don't know this. I'm just giving y'all a lot of Easter eggs of me. So this is the longest I ever kept a beard. I know I'm not bearded now, but I just shaved my beard about like 2-3 weeks ago. And
I just
when I
noticed
had
it
a
too.
beard,
Shit.
yeah, when I had a beard, people treated me a certain way. Like I was a little bit more masculine. They respected me a little bit more. I'm not gonna say they thought I was angry, but like I can see the respect level just go up a little bit.
Yeah.
Cool. I dyed my beard blonde. Nobody would talk to me. Like the energy changed, and not in a bad way, y'all. But like the people that approached me, they were intentional and they knew their purpose of why they were talking to me. As far as,
all right.
And it was the most, I was like, all I did was just change it to blonde. And now that I'm fresh, I'm actually doing a social experiment, truth be told. So now that I shaved my beard off, people are like coming up to me at the bar and like, oh, what's your name? And like not disrespecting me, but treating me more like their friend. And in reality, I'm not the friend type of person. You can meet me, we can have a drink, we can talk, we can, have a little friend dance and like turn up. But like when I had the beard, none of that was a thing. When I was on the dance floor by myself with a blonde beard, niggas would not talk to me.
I feel it. That's how it was. Go ahead.
But why is this a beard?
It's just like weight loss. It's weight loss too. When I lost 60 pounds, the girls was in my DMs. They was in my DMs heavy, more than they usually do. Like I'm talking about, I was getting ass pictures, and all I did was post a before and after weight loss picture, getting motherfucking ass dick pics and shit. Like what the fuck?
And now the girls think I'm just so pretty and things like that. I was like, that's cute and all. And I was like, but I think I like the blonde bearded like approach that I get from niggas because it was not as stressful. Yeah, it just wasn't as stressful. Like, I just really got to be me. And, like, if you talk to me, you talk to me. If you don't, you don't. And then I get to go home. Like, I ain't got to do this whole cat and mouse game. And, oh, you so fun to be around. Girl, stop. Like, we can really have a conversation. Like,
right. Yeah. So the last one I want to read is, what grinds my gears is that gay men can't stop chasing DL men. Bitch, the listener. I ain't gonna say your name because I know exactly who you is. Bitch, don't try me. Bitch, don't try.
Let me tell you.
This one was directed towards me because they put LOL.
So I don't deal with the DL culture. I'm too comfortable with who I am, cozy with who I am, cozy. Shout out to T.S. Madison. But I don't deal with the DL culture. I used to. I'm not even gonna sit on this show and lie. I used to be fun. You just have your little nigga. Hey, what you doing? All right, pull up. They come up, you do what you do, you smoke, do what you do, and then they leave. That's cool. I'm beyond that because I know who I am. I'm more than just behind the scenes type of person. We're not doing that. If you're not comfortable with who you are, if I can't hold your hand and give you a hug, kiss you, and let niggas know that you my man, we probably shouldn't be talking. Listen. And I'm talking outside of relations. Yeah. I'm not dealing with DL niggas, baby mamas, and
if I can't say my man, leave me alone.
My man, because who you on the phone with? My man's calling. I'll call y'all back.
Real bad.
Yeah, my homeboy calling. I'll call you right back. But then as soon as he answers, it's like, what's up, babe? I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Real bad in my Carisha voice. I love Carisha.
If you look
fuck, I love her.
Act bad.
I fucking love her. But no, so for me, like, I agree. I do think that I made a TikTok about this. Like, a lot of gay people got to stop doing that. Like, like it's toxic as fuck. Like, just fuck them if that's the case. Don't get too attached. Just fuck and not. I have a rule though. I don't fuck straight dudes. So just suck the dick or something. And there's a reason why.
Suck a nigga dick or something.
Because I'm not trying to get painted. Because straight men don't know how to clean their booty.
Well, straight man can fuck you.
I don't even want him to fuck me because I get attached. I don't bottom like that. I only bottom for my daddy. That's the only man I bottom for.
Yeah, don't fuck these straight niggas. Cause baby, the vibe would be nice. Y'all smoke. Y'all have a good 20-minute conversation. The pants start coming off. And then you gotta be like, all right. So how you get home again? How'd you get home?
All right.
It's outside.
But I get it too. Like for me personally, I have a healing spirit. So sometimes I kind of I get attached to broken motherfuckers and I feel like that's why for me that I got so many motherfucking DL dudes, and it's what I attract, and it sucks. Mm-hmm. It sucks. Like, I remember the last guy I was talking to, he told me, he was like, the reason why I like you so much is because you remind me of like a homie. And I was like, that's toxic, but like I understand it. Like, I think a lot of a lot of closeted guys struggle with not realizing that they don't have to be feminine to be gay. And I think a lot of a lot of closeted men struggle with that, because I struggled with that. And I think a lot of gay men in the closet, they struggle with it so bad because they see it as a sign of weakness. Being gay is a sign of weakness, and that it's just not, like when people figure out like, oh, he's a bitch. And I was watching that movie, I Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, that movie with Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah.
I was watching that last night, and it reminded me of that because like when they came out and shit, and people knew, like, the people in the fire department started treating them different and all that shit. That shit actually happens to some people, and so it's like that's a fear that a lot of closeted men go through when they feel like they got to come out or tell people their business, and they don't want to because they know that it's a life-changing thing and that it may not change in the way that they want it to change. And so I get it, but at the same time, it's like, nigga, grab your nuts. Like,
And honestly, like, if there are any like DL niggas that's listening to this, like, one thing that has helped me, because I'm not the most masculine guy, but I'm also not the most feminine person. I literally have a balance. If I need to be gay, like, baby, look, you just heard it. Like, if Beyonce comes on, you're going to get the feminine side. But like, if I'm at work, I know how to navigate that conversation. And like, I'm not saying my boyfriend, my husband, or whatever the case may be. I might even just say partner. So if you catch it, you catch it. If you don't, you don't. But I'm not about to piggyback on it. I have met people that are doctors, policemen, firemen, therapists, like, that are Black gay men, that are masculine, and they are comfortable in their skin. Yeah. So don't be afraid. You can. My drug dealers are gay.
Listen,
so like,
listen,
it's room for everybody in this community. It's just,
I got a question for you.
It's just how you navigate yourself. Go ahead.
Is your phone dead?
No.
Go to my story right quick. I want you to go to my story right quick and play it on here for me.
Okay, let me see.
You gonna see. It's something about Tubi.
Okay, Tubi.
Yeah, Tubi. It's a 2 men.
Let me see. Give us 1 second, y'all. Bubba's Banter.
No, it's on my personal, The Real Doctor.
Oh,
yeah, go to that.
Oh, that's Real Doctor. Why aren't you coming up?
The Real Doctor is not coming up?
Oh, The Real Doctor.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, they shadow banned me? I got nervous for a second. Okay. Now go to my story. It's going to be two men. I want you to play it on here. Or like just put it up to your what's the name? Not that one.
No? Oh, there it is.
At the end of the day, Ronnie, I am a man who's gay. You like niggas, get that in your head.
Did you hear?
At the end of the day, Ronnie, I am a man who's gay. You like niggas, get that in your head.
You are gay.
I've had niggas who was like, I'm a man. You, and I don't know if I can, like, you just need to have like something that comes across the screen when it's released and be like, you can be a man and you can be gay.
Right.
You can be a man.
You can be a man.
And you can be gay.
Exactly.
Like, they do not cross each other out. Like,
they don't cross each other out. Does not make
it's not too negative.
You're not trans. Like, that's like no diss when I said that. But like
no
that's because that's how people look at it. Like, you don't automatically turn into a feminine person or a gay person. You're a man who happens to be gay. Like, that's all that it is.
It's really developing and being comfortable with who you are versus realizing who the fuck is watching you. Yeah. And I say that cold-heartedly because I'm still learning as I developed and learning about myself. But like, over the years, like, I'm not gonna say I used to think like that quote, but like, I used to be like, well, I don't want to be feminine and I don't want to wear heels and I don't want to wear nails and hair. Yeah, but look, now I would tell y'all, like, I get manicures. I don't get nail polish, but I didn't know that I can get a manicure and get gel nail polish and still feel confident with who I am.
Exactly.
You don't have to wear a dress. You don't got to do wigs and shit. Now, do I go to the barber every X now and then? Yeah.
Of course.
But I'm not wearing wigs.
Okay.
Like, it's called being a pretty boy.
Okay. Listen.
It's called Butch Queen.
Okay. Butch Queen, honey. But I want to say thank you to the listeners who sent in questionnaires. I only wanted to read those 3 because I know me and Marco like to talk and we was going to go in on those. So I picked those 3. But I just want to say thank you guys for listening to Bubba's Banter. I really appreciated it. And I really love that fact that you guys support this show. So last thing that we're going to do, Marco, is we're going to do a rapid fire before we close the show. We're going to do a rapid fire of pet peeves, just saying like certain pet peeves that we hate. Okay. All right. So I'll go first. I hate, what grinds my gears is when people prefer sugar over salt on their grits. Hate it. Nasty.
My pet peeve is when I hate when people judge me because I have a list of things that I don't eat, like peach cobbler, curry chicken, potato salad. And they be like, "Are you really black?" Yeah, and I know you're looking all shocked, but I don't eat that shit.
Well, I don't either. I don't eat. Well, let me say this. I was looking at you shocked because that's the same shit I was just about to say. I was literally about to say that same pet peeve because there's certain things that I don't eat and people, are you black? I
hate watermelon.
Are you black?
I don't eat watermelon.
Okay,
like,
now we got a beef, bitch. Bitch, we got beef. You don't like watermelon?
Watermelon is literally water with color on it.
That's why it tastes so good.
No, watermelon is disgusting. It's soft.
And if you doctor it up, if you doctor it up with some tahini and some lemon,
what?
Some tahini and lime. Oh, bitch.
I'm not interested.
Oh,
I'm not interested.
Try it. I'm telling you, it's gonna change your life. Change your life.
At the cookout, I skip over the watermelon on purpose.
Another thing that grinds my gears is motherfuckers that are just not. Oh shit! Should I say this because I'm not punctual with time?
Oh, you can say it because
I hate when a motherfucker is an hour late to something. Oh, I'm gonna meet you at 11. Okay. I'm there at 2 a.m. Like, I got a friend who always, we go out and he be like, he want to go out, and I'm not gonna say his name, but when he hear this shit, he knows about him. Every time we go out around like 9, 10. I text him like, "Hey, where you at? What you doing? You gonna come through? We at the Eagle." "Oh yeah, I'll come through. I'm gonna come through." And then I'm like, okay, it's like it's about to be midnight. Where are you at? I text you at 9:30. Yeah, I'm on my way. And then he pulling up at motherfucking last call and shit. Like, bitch, we sat here and waited for you to come and hang out, bitch, and this is what you want to do?
Okay, so I don't do that. I am the late friend. I'll tell you that I arrived at like, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna leave my house at like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I really won't leave my house until like 11. But most of the bars that I live by, that I go to, I'm only about 10 minutes away. So that's why I feel like I can always be late, because I'm always gonna show up before last call.
Yeah,
that's my speech.
Another thing I hate too is a motherfucker who always got their phone in him but never texts back. Bitch, what the fuck? I texted you 3 hours ago.
And then you confront them and be like, "So I know you saw my text. Oh, well, I was busy, but your phone is in your hand, and I still haven't received a text message." Okay,
and you've been on social media. Like, bitch, I don't care if that's your time. The fact is that I sent you a text saying, "Hey, what's going on? What's up?" And you couldn't reply back and say, "Hey, I'm gonna text you back later," or "I'm just doing nothing," or whatever, bitch. Why the fuck are you like, no?
Pet peeve. Don't touch, or it's actually like 3 in 1. Don't touch my radio, don't request a song, and don't get out my car until the song is over. Especially if we're pulling out the club. Like, if we're pulling up to the club, like, let's vibe out. Like, we might have a drink to finish. We might have a blunt to finish. Like, we might have something to finish. Like, especially if we have something to finish, like, let Nikki ride out until it's over. And then I'll turn the car off. All right, let's hurry up and finish this, and then we can walk in. Like, don't cut it off in the middle of it, because my verse might be coming up.
Exactly. Another pet peeve of mine is when, fuck, it just went through my head and went through my head, went out my mouth like a blank thought. But I think, okay, let me do one of my pauses for a second. One of my pet peeves is when a motherfucker, for some odd ass reason, loves to think that because you hit them up for sex, that they the only person that that's hitting you up for sex. Listen, I got a long list of booty calls. You're not the only one. I just want you because you got good booty and I'm trying to see what's up. I'm not being aggressive, just hitting you up. Best believe when I hit you up, I hit the other one up before you. And so he was busy, so I hit you up. Or at the same time. Or at the same time. The same type of text. So, girl, don't get it twisted.
Pet peeve is when somebody thinks that they know what you about to say. But they be like, yeah, so let me tell you a story. So, are you about to tell me about...
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. Like, you gonna let me finish the story? Oh, and then this happened? No, it's the opposite of what happened.
Another pet peeve.
Oh, well, finish.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I just did what I did.
I was going to go on a rabbit hole.
One of the things that pisses me off, too, is when people talk over me when I'm telling the story. That shit pisses me off. I'll be like, oh, so guess what? Yeah, so I told you last... No, bitch. I'm telling you the goddamn story. Shut your fucking mouth and let me finish it. I got a friend that does that, and I'll be eating. One day, he don't know I'm going to blow the fuck up on him when he do that shit, because it irritates me. Bitch, shut the fuck up and let me tell you the story. I don't care how long it's going to let me telling you. Fucking shut the fuck up and let me tell you the story, bitch. Oh, pet peeves.
This is my last one.
Okay.
When you call me and I immediately call you back and you don't answer.
Oh.
Because what are you doing within the 3 seconds that I just fucking called you back?
Oh, friend. I hate that shit the most. Or when they...
You just called me. I just happened to miss the ring and I'm like, oh, call right back. Oh yeah, you have received a voicemail.
Or what pisses me off is when I call them and they send me a text in 2 seconds talking about what's up. Bitch, okay, I get it. You may be busy, but you can say, hey, I'm busy. Hey, I got this going on. I'll call you later. You can say that. Don't say what's up. Like, or I don't feel like talking on the phone. You can say that too. I'm not gonna get mad. Just say that. Like, what the fuck?
Because you called me first. I'm returning the call. I thought you had a story for me. I don't have a story for you. I thought this was tea. I thought I was getting tea. Like, but now you upset at me because I called you. I'm gonna call you back. No. I'm already calling you back. I'm not gonna be available next time. Like,
oh my God, man. These fucking pet peeves. Okay, I'm gonna do one last one. It's gonna be a nasty one. A nasty one. I hate when a motherfucker tell me that they prepped and I come down there and they paint me. And not a little bit of paint. I'm talking about Picasso. Like, on my face.
Not the face, girl.
Not my face.
Bitch, because if that ever happened, I have to beat somebody's ass. Like, cause what the fuck is happening here? Oh, bitch, we catching all time for warrants, arrests. Because, bitch, what? You tried me and my alter ego. We're not doing that. But yeah, especially if it's been hours. Especially if it's been hours in between. Like, I text you at 3:00 and like we hooking up at like 8 or 9. Bitch, like you had time to prepare.
Bitch, I can't wait for you to see your face. You was like, not the face. You like, not the face. Like, bitch, you was ready to fight.
Yeah, we not kidding. Like, yeah, no. I just, like, we are gay men, so I understand, like, a booty hole is a booty hole. So we, like, I'm not saying we're mentally ready, like, for all that. Like, little, okay. Cool. But like, I understand what you're saying. You like,
girl, that's a booty hole. Like, clean
like,
it.
You literally standing up like,
bro. Yeah.
I can't do nothing.
Like, soon as
give me a towel.
Yeah, motherfucker, straight Picasso though. Like, you didn't even try. You told me you tried, but you didn't even do it. Like, you come on. Like, you had a whole ass turd in there, because that's how I'm Picasso'd. Like, you did not clean out. Like, is this punk, nigga? Like, are you playing a game with me?
You had a whole meal back there. Like,
a whole meal.
You didn't even try to sit.
You didn't try to sit.
Like, you didn't even try to sit and relax.
Okay, like, and don't tell me the water fell out. That's not water. That's motherfucking shit.
Look, and I didn't even get to the second hole yet. Like, I'm still inserting. I'm still trying to get comfortable.
Listen. Like, okay, y'all. That is the end of the rapid fire. I enjoyed that motherfucker right there, because that was funny. That last one was really fucking funny. I love that. But anyways, I want to say thank you guys for enjoying Bubba's Banter as long as you have. This is the last episode until season 5. I'm very excited to start season 5. I have a lot of shit going on. So as you know, I told you guys once before that I started working on my YouTube page. I'm trying to get some banners made and all that stuff so I can put Bubba's Banter on YouTube, audio, and some of the videos that I have on here, because I want to get out there more. I got my plan, what I'm going to be doing as far as making this show better, bigger and better. So we'll see. I also went and looked at a studio on Monday. So yeah, yeah. So I was trying to see how much it would cost to be in a studio for like an hour or two, so I could have like a setup space and table or whatever and get it popping, because I'm ready to get it popping. So
on and popping.
So we'll see how the studio thing goes. That means I'll have to actually work extra hours just to be making sure I pay for the studio every few hours, but whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, there's that. Also, you know where to follow me at, which is Bubba's Banter Podcast in TikTok, Bubba's Banter Podcast on TikTok and Instagram. Please go follow the TikTok page, because I'm trying to get the numbers up on there, and that shit is hard. But my friend told me since I already got my TikTok page, like I should just go ahead and just use my TikTok page, just because I already got a following on there and people are going to listen and it's going to build revenue. So that's that. But I still have the TikTok page, so please go follow that page. Also, go like and follow my Bubba's Banter page on Facebook. I really like using that. I get a lot of engagement on there, like a lot on there. So I really actually like using the Facebook page a lot. I am going to return to doing live shows too next season. I'm going to do a few of them here and there, just because I think the live stuff is kind of cool. And then I realized that I can use my interface with my Instagram and my Facebook page. So, so I'm going to go ahead and just do that for a while. But yeah, Marco, you want to give a shout out? Want to say anything?
Yo. You already know who it is. It's Marco the Prince, also known as Mr. Hear Me Out. Thank you for allowing me to end season 4 with you. It's always a good kiki. It's always a good conversation, educational. You're going to find a little laugh, but also seriousness within it. Y'all make sure y'all check out both of my podcasts, Hear Me Out and Open Relationship Podcast with me and the gents. We are on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Google, Pandora. Wherever you find a podcast, you can find us. We got some big things coming in the future. But you already know I'm never going to forget about you, because we day ones, A1s. We started this from the beginning. And I got something special for Hear Me Out for us. So stay tuned. And thank you. It's always appreciated.
Oh, speaking of dropping bombs. This is something that I said I wasn't going to do because I didn't realize how I would have multiple shows. But I was talking to my boy Darius, who's been on my show a few times, and we are going to be releasing a podcast next year. So next year, at least by next year, we're going to be releasing a podcast. It's going to be pre-recorded. It's not going to be like every weekly. It's going to be pre-recorded. That way, for a time consensus of me and Darius, we can just pump out the episodes and pump out content or whatever and stuff like that. But we might throw a live show in there here and there, but most of it is going to be all pre-recorded podcasts, and I think it's going to be really good because a lot of the listeners be like, oh my god, you and Darius, you guys have good blah blah blah, this is that. Like a lot of my co-workers that don't even know Darius like fucking sweat him or sweat when I do shows with him, so it's kind of cool to have that. But yeah, I think that'd be cool. We might even have guests come on the show, like just random people to come on and talk with us, like, because I do this already right here, so it's like might as well do something like that, have it all pre-recorded. That's gonna be bomb. So
I love that for you. Congratulations to you and Darius.
Yeah, we don't have a name yet though, so but y'all know we're gonna come out with something very, very soon. I'm actually probably gonna be going out to New York sometime next year, so I'm probably gonna take pictures with him and stuff for the show. That way we can have it ready and set and stuff like that. But that'll be cool. But yeah, y'all know what to do. Follow us, please. Also, go get those bearskin underwear. I forgot to tell y'all that. Go get that promo. Use that promo code, which is Bubba. You get 15% off in your order. And you guys are gonna love it. They're really comfortable. I'm telling you. They're not just for like the big boys. They got small too. They go from small to 6X. So go get y'all up here. But all right. I'll see y'all when the show returns.
Oh! Somebody! Oh! He needs some milk!
Bro, what? Laughing.
Did you hear it? Did you hear it?
Yeah, we need some milk.
Oh! Somebody! Oh! He needs some milk!
You are crying.
I hit that button at the same time, but it's cool because all I'm gonna do is just edit it out. Like, I'm not tripping.
You're not gonna keep that one?
What?